is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have. It's a beautiful day. Look at our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But
yeah.
Holy I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. We got some volatility. We'll get into that in a second. Be impeccable with your word. Manifest your true intentions. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent will be manifest through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be manifested through what you say each and every day. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 410, NASDAQ off 202, S&P's off 44, gold contract down $24, $18.95 an ounce. Silver off $1.10, $23.44 an ounce. Light sweet crude up $1. $40.26 a barrel, notes and bonds. You have the 10-year right now up 5 ticks, 139.02. The 30-year down up 17 at 174.24 in King Dollar. King Dollar's up 261 ticks, trading 93.774. The euro is at 117. The yen is at 105.59, and the British pound is at 128 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You got a fast and furious market here. If we take a look at the futures first, folks, what you're going to see out here in the futures is that right before I just got on the air, you had the futures were trading at a high of 34.21, and we just came down 70 points, fast, furious, and all of the above. And that is... President Trump told his negotiators to stop talks with Democratic leaders on the fiscal stimulus package hours after the Federal Reserve Chairman Powell issued a strong call for greater spending. I have instructed my representatives to stop negotiating until after the election, when immediately after I win, we will pass a major stimulus bill that will focus on hardworking Americans and small businesses, Trump said in a tweet. So the bottom line is that you got a tweet out there. Bottom line is that, take this market south, and we'll see how this shakes out. The SPY just went down 7 points. We just went from 342 to 335. And, what we had done yesterday, the bottom line, that was one of the biggest contractions in volume, folks, okay? And actually, in my newsletter this morning, I actually put that when you get a contraction like that, you never know where the downtrend is going to come from. And most of the time it comes out of nowhere. And when it happens, you go down with conviction. Bottom line, this is how it shook out. NQs. We go take a look at the NQs here. What you're going to see with the NQs. Bottom line with the NQs, we just went from a price point out here from 11,524 to 11,290. Now bottom line is that this is where, the market was, bottom line, waiting for more stimulus, waiting for more cash to come into the economy. Didn't get it, and we'll see how this shakes out from this particular point. Some of the higher volume equities out here, and this is going to be a nice volatile 60 minutes, there's no doubt. GE, we got to talk about GE. They've been cooking their books for so long, folks, okay? And the SEC just takes so long, it's pretty amazing. So GE's down 23 cents today, or it's $6.18. And what this is about their insurance portfolio, this goes back a lot further than 2018. In 2018, they took a $6.2 billion charge related to insurance policies for long-term care. The bottom line is that GE, they claim that they've been cooperating with the SEC. GE has been cooking their books for so long, it's just amazing, folks. And what that is that when they moved out Genworth was the insurance carrier for GE for long-term health care. They took a beating on that beyond belief. They never basically disclosed that on their books on a continual basis. And in fact, what they did is this. When they sold Genworth, picture this. This is how crazy this is. They sold Genworth. They financed the sale of Genworth. And they still took the old liabilities from Genworth. Okay? So the bottom line, they wanted to make like it was put off to the side. Everything's cool. No way. They're still on the hook for it. They're still on the hook for the liability. What does it mean? It means that it's going to be part of the business, meaning how much is the fine going to be? But you know what? When you look at that aspect and then you look at the rest of GE, it's like, okay, do you really want to own GE? I would say no. King Dollar. You like take a look at King Dollar out here. You're going to see the reversal in King Dollar. Also, when Trump come out with the tweet, and here we go. Let's see. Okay, so what you have here with King Dollar, King Dollar just went from, we had a low of 93.335, just went up 400 ticks. So now you're at 93.715. Now, King Dollar has to get outside of 93.991 in order to get in the larger range. But bottom line, it looks like it is set up that it could get into that number. We go take a look at the Qs. The contraction on the Qs yesterday was phenomenal. So here's the contraction. We had gone down on Friday with 75 million. You went up yesterday with 28. Well, we're already at 35 on the way down. And this very well, bottom line, folks, can be the beginning. We've been talking about this ABC structure on the way down. They both turned into a complex ABC structure on the way down. And it looks to me like that's exactly where this baby's going now. And we'll see what type of momentum it gets, not only in the next 45 minutes, but do you get follow-through inside of the momentum? We get over and we take a look at the Dow Industrials, what you have with the Dow Industrials out here. Dow Industrials just went from 27,732. That right? No, 28,354. That's quite a spin, man. Holy cow. Okay, so you got 150. Yeah, we just went down 500 points from the high of today. The Dow had made that price point of 28,354, and that was 10 points below the swing high of the 16th of September. Gave it up in spades, and needless to say, these next 50 minutes are going to be basically kind of crucial, because right now, this is not that bad, actually. Dow down 294, NASDAQ 135, S&P's 31. If we finish down 60 in the S&Ps, bottom line, you'll get some follow-through. We finish down here, it's going to be a toss-up. Come right back, folks.
Hi, folks. Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, JDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 327. You get the Nasdaq up 145. The S&Ps are off 34. Let's go inside the NDX first and see strength versus the weakness, especially on this turn in the marketplace. So your strength, you have Trip.com is up 2.5%. Splunk is up 2.2. Taken away from it, you got Electronic Arts down 3.6. You got O'Reilly Automotive down 3.4. INCY down 3.4. And Regeneron down 3.4. Inside the Dow Industrial, strength versus the weakness inside the Dow. Point-wise, let's see what we have out here. So, come on, baby. There it is. So right now you get Procter & Gamble putting 2 positive points in, IBM 1, Cisco 1. That's it. Taken away from it. Boeing's the leader on the way down, putting 66 negative points. Home Depot 34, Microsoft 26, United Health 22. So the bottom line is that, you talk about fast and furious. Well, and what's so intriguing, folks, is that you can imagine, this was done in a tweet. So you can imagine the large funds that basically run everything on, the computers, they're programmed basically running on picking up news stories like within millimeters of 1 second, okay, hundreds of millimeters of 1 second. So you can imagine on this one how fast they were. In fact, let's go here. We can go look at this. So watch this. I'm going to break this down. Oh, wrong screen. I'm going to break this down a little bit more so you can actually see this. ESZ. Because when you break this down, what you're going to see, now I get that on a 10-minute. We'll put this on a 2-minute. Oh, yeah, look at this. This was a gap away. Okay, so watch what happens here. Intraday, you can see that you were at the highs, and then you didn't actually have trades. This is cool, man. Okay, so you're at a high of 34.21. And then you can see the next bar down. I got to move it. Let me see. Move it to 1. Yeah, within 1 minute. Within 1 minute, you went 44 S&P points. And you can see the explosion of volume here. Move this out even a little bit more. It's about as intense as you can get. Yeah, the first buy had 25,000 contracts in 1 minute. And that went on for about 10 minutes, meaning pumping 25,000 contracts at a pop. So, you get news like that. The computers fire it off. They fire it off. That's turn in the market. Turn in the market gets more momentum on the way down. What ends up happening, of course, is that as soon as you get the S&Ps down and Qs down, what happens? That goes into the SPY. That goes into the QQQ. What happens there? As it goes into the SPY and goes into the QQQ, the trustees of the SPY in the QQQ have to sell the stocks in the SPY and the QQQ, and that's just that round circle that keeps bringing equities into lower price. Let's go to Mark in Denver. Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing great.
Cool, man.
So I want to ask you, so I was looking at the IWM today.
Yes.
It had broken the high from
the 11th.
September 11th.
Yeah.
Or is it August 11th?
August 11th.
August 11th.
Yeah.
That had 30 million shares. It was breaking it on pretty light volume up until what just happened, which put monster volume back in the IWM.
Yes.
So what's your take on how that works? I mean, theoretically, you could call that it broke the swing point with volume.
Yes. That's how I look at it.
Okay, so
Even though it
that's
gave
a
it up on
monster
price.
ABC up on the IWM.
I'm sorry, say that again, Mark?
That would be a monster ABC up on the IWM.
Yeah, that would be a break in volume. I know. No, I know what you're saying. This is a great question, folks. I've been through this a million times because I've done this price and volume for so long. So what we're saying is this. You broke higher. You went to 150, went to 161. The swing point here was 159.83. It needs 30 million shares. You're already at 28 million. IWM puts volume in at the close anyway. So the real question is, did you break that with volume? Yes, you did. And most times what ends up happening is that you pull lower, you come back up and at least test that number. Now, what you want to do simultaneously, Mark, is this, which we're going to do right now. Then, every time this happens, then I put it on the weekly, too, to say, okay, is it going to break it on the weekly? So now we're at 101 million shares on the weekly, and it has every chance to do it because we're at 47 million already,
Right.
So where are you are you taking the A point, from 133 when you're saying it's a monster one? Interesting.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you could take it from 133. I guess you could. Yeah, I mean, that kind of looks like the most logical spot.
Yeah, but let me just see this. That might have done more than a 0.618 retracement off that.
I mean, it already did a daily ABC up just from the last couple weeks.
Yeah, see, so what happens here, though, is that did more than a 0.382 retracement when it made that pullback the week of the 25th. So that really negates an ABC also.
Okay.
But these are the tough ones, man. That's the real bottom line. But that, definition-wise, what happens, folks, is that you can't do more than a 0.618 retracement of the last trend. And when you're looking at these, when we talk about trends, all that means is that, from the last low before pulling back at all would be the week of the 19th of June. That price there was like 133.28. You go all the way up to 159.82, but then you pull back too far. So,
okay.
It's tricky, though, but, that's a great question, man, because you're going to face that many times, folks. That's what also ends up happening with a number like that. I love that type of setup, Mark, when you actually – so when we're looking at that chart, folks, we're looking on the right-hand side of it. If you have the left-hand side of it, now with the IWM, it has a left-hand side because, the highs was in 2018. If that had volume on the left-hand side, that's like heaven on earth. Do you know what I mean? Because you pull over it. It wants to do an ABC structure up. Then it gave it up on price. It pulls back because then you have two different probabilities here. The first one is that you're already in that ABC. It failed the first time. It likes to go back up the second time. And then if you have volume on the left-hand side of that above it, it's like, okay, your probability is pretty cool that it's going to go there. So,
yeah, I mean, it just did finished a small ABC up from 924 to, went up from 924 to 928, went up like 8 points, and then it it passed the 1-to-1 by 4
no, it's a
points.
beauty. I see it. Yeah, okay. So we did 29.4 million, 29.7. Yeah. I mean, that came right on, man. Yep.
Okay.
Pretty cool, man.
All right, thanks.
Thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 338. You got the NASDAQ off 154. S&Ps are off 37. Gold's down $22. Silver's off $1. King dollar is up 168. And the market's taking conniptions. It's crying. Saying, I want stimulus. I want money. I need more money. I need more money, honey. Give me that money right now, right now. Stay right there. Come back with our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, folks.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 316. You get the NASDAQ off 136. S&Ps are off 33. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Tuesday at 30 past the hour. And don't forget, folks, Basil has an outstanding show here every trading day, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter, The Opening Call. Now, it's very easy to get The Opening Call, folks. You come over to our website at TFNN. You can see it right under featured content, The Opening Call. You just hit subscribe. You can get The Opening Call for 1 month for $128. You can get it for 6 months for $595, which is a savings of $173, or 22%. You can get it for a year, folks, for $995, which is a savings of $541 and 35%. Now, they all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're going to go out here and do it, figure out which one you want. If you like it, you can keep it. If it doesn't work for you, you get your money back. As you do this, folks, you're going to see Basil has 9 separate archives in there to teach you about the market, to teach you about how to ride the Chapman wave. Great service, great education. Basil Chapman, what's going on, man? Ride 'em, cowboy.
Well, this is something that we spoke about actually for quite a few weeks. I've been talking about the fact that there's an unknown out there, and that it was an appropriate time to start raising some cash because there are going to be opportunities. You never know when they're going to come. That my only concern so far, the shorter term, was quite positive in most of the indices, that the NASDAQ would be the laggard. And my concern has been that the weekly charts made a peak, all of them, in the major indices. And when you think about it, we've gone 5 weeks since the tops were made, and we really haven't gone anywhere. So on the one hand, that's telling you that there's residual strength. On the other hand, it's telling you there isn't the same kind of momentum to break to new highs. And I think that's, for me, that really sums up everything that I'm looking at in the market, that there are opportunities. For instance, for my subscribers, we keep trying to grab very low price, single-digit price stocks, try to get as much as we can out of them. Some of them are just real quick spikes to the upside. Some of them have the potential to start building a base and move on. But at the same time, trying to keep cash and trying to keep our core positions that we've had. One of ours made another all-time high yesterday. So you don't want to get rid of the good ones. But you've got to be very selective, and that really is it. And you were talking with Mark just a moment ago about how you assess, how you diagnose, how you analyze in your own way your whether or not you've got an ABCD, A to B equals C to D.
Yes.
So I was doing exactly that same thing just about maybe an hour or so ago. I was in the E-mini, and I got out of it. I took some profit, and then I said to myself, oh, well, look at that. Everything's just great. But wait a minute. And I spent the same kind of time on the 5-minute chart deciding whether or not, this one here, right here is the E-mini, if you can see it. And then it made a peak D. I'm always looking for that peak D. You can see the peak D that was made right there at the very top at 14:48. So that's at 12 minutes to 3. That was the top in the 2-minute. But I was looking and I thought, well, is this an A? Is this going to go even higher? What would make it do that? And yeah, I did, just like you did with your technique. I was looking, I thought, something's not right. I might be missing something on the upside. And the next thing, splash.
Out of nowhere. I know, man.
And I think that's the market we're in. And even now, with the pullback, I would say to people out there, if there are stocks that you've done your homework with and you've missed it, picking it up on a very big decline like this, you just have to put in a fairly tight stop and then let it tell you, because sometimes these are aberrations, that these are just sudden news-related events, and then the market kind of rightens itself and gets back on track. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, try to think of what's going on in the market right now.
Well, see, simultaneously, Basil, what happened is that when Trump tweeted out that there's going to be no more stimulus talks, he was also telling Mnuchin that he better start buying this market as soon as I send this tweet out.
Well,
I'm only kidding, folks. I'm only kidding.
But we know that all the way back. I mean, you used to watch Rubin, how he manipulated the dollar.
Right.
I shouldn't say manipulated. How he handled the dollar. It was like playing a Stradivarius violin. I mean, at that moment where the market was just about to collapse, suddenly money came pouring in and saved the day. So, you said that in jest, but we know that there's a hint that there's something. Oh yeah.
Oh, there's no doubt, man. There's no doubt.
I'm really. What happened today convinced me that this is the best strategy. Is that we've taken really nice profits since the March low, where we got long and started adding positions, and now I think we're going to. We're looking at a situation that says, you know what, take advantage of what you've been waiting for if you do your planning and it comes in, and then just do your money management, have a stop, or you could even start. I mean, I don't think this is a one-off. I think we're going to see this throughout the next 4 or 5 weeks. Just be ready for it. And, there are people buying the market. There's no question about it. And, of course, we know that for whatever administration is in office, they do not want to collapse weeks before the election. It's just no matter who's there, they want to protect as much as they can. So keep that in mind. You have to be as strategic as they are, and that's what we're trying to do for my opening call subscribers. We got a position we got this morning, and it's up quite nicely on a percentage basis. At this particular point, hasn't been affected because I wanted an under the radar. I want to get all the stocks that are not really market related. They got their own little niche. This happens to be gaming. So I think if you can do or biotech, these are the areas that are still showing some kind of residual strength, and that's really important. So we'll see what happens over the next few days. But out of suddenness, that was quick.
And most times, folks, okay, what ends up happening, if you get a bull market happening, the bottom line is that the surprise is on the upside. You get a bear market happening, the surprise is on the downside. So we'll see how this shakes out, in the next 5, 6, 7 weeks. But that's how most times these things shake out. And there's no doubt that we're in a news-driven market. That's the real bottom line here, right? I mean, that's what it comes down to.
There's no question we're in a news-driven market, but it is the surprise of the news itself. And then it gets assessed, and people say, oh, okay, we can handle it, or we'll see if they're not going to be able to handle it. But there's no question that you have a surprise like this on the downside. You have a political objective. And now we have to see whether or not there's a stock market objective, because I don't think they want to see another 60-point decline in the E-mini, in the futures like this. I think they're going to try to steady it.
Oh, there's no doubt. We're only down 27 right now. That's nothing, folks, right? I mean, that's where we were before we started the market yesterday, right? 60 is different. Right. So you start hitting 60, you start hitting 500 Dow points, even though the Dow is, the bottom line on 30 stocks. That gets headline news. That's the bottom line.
It's also the persistence. If it keeps going on for a couple of days, that's a different criteria.
Oh, yeah. Listen, folks, real easy to get Basil's newsletter. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the opening call right under featured content. Basil, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors. If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 328. You get the Nasdaq off 153. S&Ps are off 35. We get over. Let's go take a look at how these ETF structures are going to be laid out here, folks. And the SPY, number one, is that we got out here to a price point today of 342.17. You were going into the swing out here from the 16th of September. Oh, look at that. We didn't make that swing. That's interesting. Yeah, you didn't even make the swing. Okay. So the swing there was 343.06. We had volume out here at 82 million. You're at 69 million right now. That's pretty intriguing that we didn't actually make that. Let me see if the Qs... No, the Qs didn't make it because the Qs are basically weaker than... Oh, actually, the Qs, I see what happened. The Qs made it last week. So last week, what ended up happening, the Qs went to 282.87. That got over the high. Then you had the blasted with the volume on the way down. Now we get the volume on the way down again. See, what this is doing for the Qs, folks, the probability that this whole ABC, complex ABC structure in the Qs is not only in place, but they're going to get it, keeps going up. Why? Because on Friday, we came down with 75 million shares. Yesterday, you go up on 28 million. We're already at 40 right now. That's going to do some big volume on the way down out here today. There's no doubt. And you didn't get to a higher high. So the real kicker is going to be, how does the market digest it overnight? Let's go over and take a look at the bond market, because what the bond market had done, which is pretty wild this morning, is that it went into and broke the swing low spike of the 28th of August. That swing low spike, folks, is 173.16. We got to 173.12 today. We broke it. Then we rejected it. Bottom line, that's going to keep it right in the same range once again. The bottom line, more than likely, what we're going to see out here is that you're going to see the long bond turn around and make a run back topside to the 177.09. If we go take a look at the 10-year, what you're going to see with the 10-year out here, I believe that the 10-year did not break that spike. No, it didn't. So the 10-year spike was 138.18. We got to 138.23. We rejected that. Bottom line goes back topside once again. And what you do have there is that I suspect the Federal Reserve has a pretty good hold on the note and bond market. You know, that being said, you know, you have the divergence out here today in an amazing way, meaning the divergence being that you had the Federal Reserve Chairman Powell basically having a speech today, and inside his speech he's saying, hey, listen, more stimulus is not going to be a problem. Less stimulus is going to be a problem. And now we get a timeline, and that timeline is after the election. And I can't picture why would there be a deal then? You know, we'll see where it shakes out. But bottom line, I think what the market's going to be looking at is they're going to be looking at the aspect is that, hey, you know, we're going to be wavering here for quite some time. Let's go take a look at, let's see, for one of the tigers out here in Virginia. This is Gold Resource Company Corporation. The low is $2. The high is $6.24. Holy cow, this thing's getting smoked. What is this? Let me see. Is this a producer? They're a producer. Oh, but that's interesting. They produced 135 million last year. This year only 106 million. So their mine is getting depleted, evidently. It pays a 1.4% dividend. Yeah, I wouldn't be touching this stock, man. No way, Jose. This is going back to, you're going to swing low down here of $2.02. That's where it looks like it's going back to. In fact, this is, no, look at this. This is an ABC structure down. Yeah, let's look at this baby for a second. So you have, I get this on a weekly, and you just broke the B point. So your A point on this is 504. Your B point is 310. Oh, that's a problem. That's $2. That's saying 178 is game, and the low is 202. Yeah, don't touch that if you're out of it. You got to get a stop in there, man, and make a decision, because that's a tough one. And it's also, what happens, folks, it's always a tough one when you do understand the ABC structures up or down. And if you have one down and you're long the stock, it's really hard to, you're looking at the price projection, you say, oh, is it going to do it? Is it not going to do it? Is it going to be a failure? Bottom line, those decisions are pretty tough when you're in them. We go take a look at the E-minis again. This thing's going to sell off right into the close. That's the bottom line. It can blow right through here. Let me just see this for a second. It's going to blow through here. The last low was 33.45. You're at 33.49. This thing's going to blow through here. This is going to be a mess coming into the close out here. NQs, NQZ. And if we get volume on this break, by the way, this would be a very large ABC structure on the way down. And you're not going to need a huge amount of volume. And inside the NQs, you need 32,000 contracts as it goes after the low, which is the 11,238. Right now, you're 11,264. That right? Yeah, 264. And you do have a big contraction of volume, though, right now. What time is it? Let me see this for a second. You got... Yeah, that doesn't look to me like it's going to have enough volume to break it, because right now you can see this bar coming down is very anemic volume. This bar coming down right now is 14,000. You're running into 32. Where the problem comes in coming into the close is that you do get a monster expansion of volume. That's what ends up happening in all the indices and the ETF structures, all of the above, and that's what you really got to watch out. Silver, let's go take a look at the silver market out here. What do we have with silver? We had out here with silver right now. Silver is trading $23. It's not that bad, man. It's pretty good, actually. Bottom line, silver, you're going into 90,000 contracts. You did 67. That's not a bad setup. So silver's holding pretty well. The King dollar has to get over that. Let me see that number again. That number is 93,991. Right now, you're at 93,675. I'd say what you have out here, folks, it really depends on what type of follow-through. If we get follow-through to the downside tomorrow, if you get follow-through, let's put it this way. You get follow-through for 2 or 3 days, Trump may change his tune. It's going to be a close one, though, because, actually, Tommy was saying this on the program this morning, my son Tommy. He didn't see an upside to basically, for Trump to basically do this before the election. I believe that's what, needless to say, that's where this come out right now, because, we'll see where it's shaking out. I think what you're going to have out here is that the market itself can basically put many things in line pretty quickly. Dow Industrials down 414, NASDAQ off 195, S&P's off 48. We'll come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 413. You get the NASDAQ off 197. S&Ps are off 48. We get over and take a look at those S&Ps. Let's see what we have here. So inside the S&Ps right now, yeah, we just broke the low. And let me get this closer for us, actually. There we go. Okay, so we just broke it. The low that we're talking about is the 33.45. You get the 33.43, rejected that low. You can see, volume-wise in here. Bottom line is that the last bar, you're coming down at 60,000 contracts. Well, you're going into 102,000 contracts. So it makes sense that it broke it. That being said, the bottom line is that the setup's not that bad, man. I mean, my take is that we're still on an ABC structure on the way down, folks. But, you had a reversal out here. I mean, we've been up, let's see. Last low that was established out here was on the 24th of September. So you get 3, 6, 9 days higher. Bottom line, we'll see whether we're going to get 9 days lower. That'd be pretty intense, man. This thing starts barreling after the 31.98 again. That is going to be a monster heads up. There's no doubt about it. If we do go inside that NDX 100, and let's just actually pull up the NDX, the cash NDX. We look at this cash. Yeah, see what's happened here, which is going to be really wild watching this shake out. It's the cash. No, it's the NDX in general. That basically is leading this market lower. And, we can make the case that Even this morning, folks, okay, Apple couldn't hold price. Now, what you got, it looks really subtle. It's subtle here with Apple today. It's only down $3.24. But you get an expansion of volume, man. You know, Apple wants to go down to its last swing low, which is at 103. Right now, you are trading out at 113. So Apple goes to 103. That's going to put pressure on the NDX. That's going to put pressure on the S&Ps as well as the Dow Industrials. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night. Have a safe night. Come back and visit us tomorrow. Tommy kicks us off 8:30 in the morning. Great show. Please tell your friends about TFNN. Tell them to go to YouTube and subscribe. Look at them, folks.